the American plan that may have prolonged the war. By 1944, peace was visible on the horizon. The Allies were winning, and their leaders were desperately searching for ways to end the war faster and save the lives of their soldiers. But there was a problem. The demand for unconditional surrender terrified the populations of the Axis powers. Defeat meant total submission to the victor's mercy. It is at least possible, especially in the case of Japan, that the war might have ended sooner if the Allies had shown even a hint of willingness to negotiate. In such a delicate political moment, one would expect restraint. Instead, the Allies poured gasoline on the fire. Enter the Morgenthau Plan. Developed in 1944 and presented to key decision-makers in September, the plan was named after its creator, Henry Morgenthau, Jr., U.S. Secretary of the Treasury, and a powerful voice in foreign policy. Morgenthau was also Jewish, a fact that would later prove disastrous in the propaganda war. The plan was radical, and it was signed, at least initially, by both President Franklin D. Roosevelt and British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, though Roosevelt reportedly pressured Churchill economically to secure his support. The idea was simple and brutal. Germany was to be neutralized forever. The great military and industrial power of Europe would be transformed into a harmless, pastoral nation of farmers and craftsmen. No army, no heavy industry, no mines, factories dismantled or shipped abroad, industrial workers encouraged to leave. Germany itself divided into multiple states, with its most important industrial region placed under international control. The reaction was immediate. Senior figures such as U.S. Secretary of War Henry L. Stimson, Secretary of State Cordell Hull, and British statesman Anthony Eden condemned the plan as draconian and dangerous. They warned it would breed chaos, extremism, and endless resistance. Their warnings were ignored. Then the plan was leaked to the press, almost certainly on purpose. One man was delighted, Joseph Goebbels, Nazi Minister of Propaganda. Now he had proof, black on white. The Allies, he claimed, wanted to reduce Germany to a starving wasteland and enslave its people. Nazi propaganda exploded with visions of deportation, forced labor, famine, sterilization, and mass death. Headlines screamed, Roosevelt and Churchill support the Jewish murder plan. The effect was devastating. Captured letters from German soldiers showed renewed determination to fight. Allied troops noticed it too. The resistance hardened, became fiercer, more desperate. Some officers claimed the Morgenthau Plan was worth 30 divisions to Germany. Eventually, Roosevelt backed away, denying he had ever supported such a plan. In practice, Allied commanders quietly ignored it during the occupation. Had it been fully enforced, it could have led to mass starvation, economic collapse across Europe, and rebellion against the occupation itself. And one thing is certain. Without Germany's recovery, Europe would have lost its economic engine. Companies like Audi, Adidas, Hugo Boss, Continental, and Bayer would never have existed. Sometimes, the most dangerous weapons in war are not bombs or bullets, but ideas,